Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve the DFT problems. Okay, so in the previous video we discussed what are the formulas used in order to find out the DFT of the discrete sequence in direct evaluation, that is in direct method, as well as we calculated the twiddle factor. Okay, so in twiddle factor method also we can calculate the same DFT problem. Okay, so we derived the 8-point twiddle factor matrix. So in that thing we discussed in the previous video. So now we are going to solve the problems related with this DFT. Okay, so the first question you see, find the DFT of a sequence. Okay, find a DFT of a sequence x of n equal to 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, this is the question. So you see what is the given sequence? The given sequence it's a time domain sequence x of n. Okay, and this x of n is having the four samples. Okay, the x of n is having the four samples. So what are the sample? 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0. So now we have to find out the DFT of this 4-bit sequence. Okay, 4 sample sequence. So what is mean by DFT? The DFT is used to convert the time domain sequence into frequency domain. Okay, frequency domain, the discrete frequency domain x of k. In order to convert the x of n into x of k, we are using the DFT. So here, so first we have to write down according to the definition of the DFT. What is the formula for the DFT? X of k equal to summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e power minus j 2 pi k n divided by capital N. Okay, this is the DFT formula. Here x of n is the given input sequence, and here n varies from the small n, it varies from 0 to capital N minus 1, and we have to calculate this x of k value for the k value is from 0 to capital N minus 1. So what is capital N means? That is n point DFT. Okay, so here you see the given sequence consisting of 4 samples. So that's why we have to take 4-point DFT. We have to calculate the 4-point DFT. So that's why for the given problem, the L means length. The length of the input sequence is 4. So we have to find out the 4-point DFT. That is 4 input sample means the DFT output we will get as a 4 sample. X of k is having it will have the 4 output values. Okay, so n equal to capital N equal to 4. So capital N equal to 4 means here the k value ranges from 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1. So n minus 1 means 4 minus 1, 3. So the k value it ranges from 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So for k equal to 0, we have to find out the x of 0. For k equal to 1, we have to find out x of 1. Then k equal to 2, x of 2. K equal to 3, x of 3, we have to find out. Okay. So first one, we have to substitute capital N equal to 4 in the above equation, our general DFT equation. So the x of k can be written as summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1. So n minus 1 means 4 minus 1, 3. Okay. X of n into e power minus j 2 pi k n divided by the capital N value is 4. Okay. For the k values from 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is the thing. And the next one, so in this in the above formula, so we have to calculate the x of k value for 4 different k value. Okay, so first we have to put k equal to 0. At the condition of k equal to 0, we have to find out x of 0. Similarly, k equal to 1, we have to find out x of 1. K equal to 2, we have to find out x of 2, x of 3, etc. Okay, so the first thing, put k equal to 0 in a above equation. So we will get the x of 0. So left side you see x of 0 equal to summation n equal to 0 to 3. Since n minus 1, so 3 x of n into e power minus j 2 pi k. What is the k value? The k value is here 0. So 0 n divided by 4. So e power 0 is 1. Okay, so that's why this entire value e power any value e power 0 it is 1. So that's why in the next case is reduces to summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n. Okay, so next one we have to expand this summation. So what is that is the here what is the thing means summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n. So first we have to put n equal to 0 in the x of n, means we will get x of 0. Okay. Then plus n equal to 1, you just substitute. So x of 1 plus put n equal to 2. So x of 2 plus put n equal to 3, x of 3. So the addition of x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. What is mean by x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 and x of 3? In the given input sequence, you see x of n is given, in the x of n, this first sample 1, it is said to be the x of 0. That is, this is the value of x of n at index n equal to 0. Then the second sample, it is said to be the x of 1. Okay, this is the value of x of n at n equal to 1. This 0 is the x of 2. This 0 is a x of 3. Okay, so this is the value x of 0. So what is the value of x of 0? 1. So you substitute that x of 1, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3 in this case. So we will get 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0. So the answer is 2. Okay, so the first DFT answer, capital X of 0, we calculated as 2. Okay, so first thing calculated. Similarly, we have to perform the x of k value for k equal to 1, k equal to 2, k equal to 3. So the next thing, put k equal to 1 in this equation. Okay, so for example, this is the equation number 1 means, so you just substitute k equal to 1 in this equation number 1. So in this equation number 1, so capital X of 1 is equal to summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power minus j 2 pi k. Instead of k, we have to put 1. So e power minus j 2 pi n divided by 4. Okay. So in this thing, so you see, you just expand, you just expand it. So here, in this case, this 2, this 4, you just divide. So it is converted to 2. So summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power minus j pi n divided by 2. Okay. So after that, you just expand the summation. So first we have to put n equal to 0 in this 2 thing. So if you are substituting n equal to 0, we will get x of 0 into e power, here also n is there. So instead of this n, we have to put 0. So e power 0. So e power 0, it is 1. Okay. Then plus put n equal to 1 in the above equation. So x of 1 into e power minus j pi n value 1. So e power minus j pi by 2. Okay. Then plus put n equal to 2. So if you are substituting 2, x of 2 into e power minus j pi 2 divided by 2. So 2 cancel. So that's why we will get e power minus j pi. Okay. Then plus put n equal to 3 in this 2 thing. So x of 3 into e power minus j. Instead of this n, we have to put 3. So 3 pi by 2. Okay. Then in this thing, we have to substitute the value of x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. And you see, the given in the given input sample, the first 2 samples are 1, 1. The next 2 samples are 0, 0. So that's why you just substitute the value of this x of n sample in this equation. So here the x of 0 value is 1. E power 0 is also 1. Then this x of 1 is 1 into e power minus j pi by 2. Then this x of 2 value, x of 3 value is 0. So anyway, 0 multiplied with any e power term, it is 0. So 0, 0. Okay. Then after that, we have to find out the value of e power minus j pi by 2. So what is e power minus j pi by 2? So we have to calculate separately and we have to substitute here. Okay. So what is e power minus j pi by 2? So you know the formula for e power minus j theta. What is e power minus j theta? Cos theta minus j sin theta. So in the place of theta, here pi by 2, 90 degree is there. Okay. So e power minus j pi by 2, it can be expanded as cos pi by 2 minus j sin pi by 2. Okay. And what is the value of cos pi by 2? That is cos pi by 2 means here 90 degree. Pi means 180. So 180 divided by 2 means 90. So cos 90 answer, you know, it is a 0. And the sin 90 answer is 1. So 1 multiplied with the minus j. So e power minus j pi by 2, the answer is minus j. So substitute this e power minus j pi by 2 here. So we will get x of 1 is equal to 1 minus j. So this is the second answer. Okay. So similarly, we have to put k equal to 2 in equation number 1. Okay. So you see, in the general x of k equation, we have to put k equal to 2. So x of 2 equal to, okay, so x of 2 equal to summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power minus j 2 pi k. What is the value of k? K is 2. So 2 into n divided by 4. So here this 2 into 2 4, the 4 cancelled. So finally we got summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power minus j pi n. Okay, and after that you just expand the summation. Okay, similar to the previous, you just expand it. So if you are expanding, first to put n equal to 0 in the above this two thing, we will get x of 0 into e power 0 plus x of 1 into, put n equal to 1, so x of 1 into e power minus j pi plus put n equal to 2, so x of 2 into e power minus j 2 pi plus x of 3 into e power minus j 3 pi. Okay, so in this thing, already you know this x of 2 value, x of 3 value is 0. Okay, this x of 2 value and x of 3 value is 0. This x of 1 is 1 and x of 0 sample is 1. So that's why this third term and fourth term, it tends to be 0. So only we have to find out the value of e power minus j pi. So here you see x of 0 is 1 plus x of 1 is 1, 1 into e power minus j pi. The remaining two things are 0. So you just calculate e power minus j pi value separately. What is e power minus j pi? E power minus j pi, it can be expanded as cos pi minus j sin pi. So here pi is nothing but 180 degree. So cos 180 degree, you know the answer, cos 180 is minus 1. Okay, or otherwise in calculator you first to put the mode is radian mode. Okay, you set the calci in radian mode. So after that you type cos pi. Okay, so if you are typing cos pi, we will get the answer minus 1. Similarly sin pi, you know the value of sin pi is 0. Okay, sin of any pi, sin pi, sin 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, all pi is 0. So the second term is 0. So cos pi is minus 1. So e power minus j pi value is minus 1. So you substitute this e power minus j pi value in a above equation. So we will get x of 2 equal to 1, this minus 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So the third answer we calculated. Okay, similarly we have to calculate the for last one. Put k equal to 3. Okay, put k equal to 3 in equation number 1. So capital X of 3 equal to summation n equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power minus j e power minus j 2 pi k n divided by, okay, e power minus j 2 pi n divided by 4. Actually here e power 2 pi k is 3 n divided by 4. So here this 2 and this 4, if you are cancelling, means we will get e power minus j 3 pi n divided by 2. Okay, so directly I written. Then you just expand the summation. So if you are expanding, if put n equal to 0, so x of 0 into e power 0 is 1 plus x of 1 into e power minus j 3 pi by 2 plus x of 2 into e power minus j 3 pi 2 by 2, 2 to cancel, so e power minus j 3 pi plus x of 3 into e power minus j 3 pi 3, that is 3 pi 3 divided by 2, so 3 into 3, 9. So e power minus j 9 pi by 2. Okay, so anyway this x of 0 value and x of 2 value is 0. Okay, so anyway the product of anything is this two term tends to be 0. So only we will get the first two term. So x of 0 value is 1, x of 1 value is 1 into e power minus j 3 pi by 2. So this e power minus j 3 pi by 2 you just calculate separately. So it is a cos 3 pi by 2 minus j sin 3 pi by 2. Okay. So in order to calculate this cos 3 pi by 2 as it is in a calculator, you just put the calc in radian mode. Okay, instead of degree mode, first you put the calc in radian mode. After that, you type cos of within bracket 3 pi by 2. If you are putting, the answer is 0. Okay, cos 3 pi by 2 is nothing but 3 pi by 2 means 270 degree. In terms of degree, it is 270. So cos 3 pi by 2 answer is 0. And sin 3 pi by 2 answer is minus 1. So minus of minus plus. So it is j. So e power minus j 3 pi by 2 answer is plus j. So substitute this answer here. We will get the x of 3 equal to 1 plus j. So this is the fourth answer. Okay, so for 4 input sample, that is x of n, you see what is the given discrete time sequence? The given discrete time sequence x of n, it consists of 4 sample, 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, so for 4 input samples is converted into 4 Fourier transform sample. Okay, 4 frequency domain sample we converted. Okay, so that the 4 frequency domain samples are, one is capital X of 0. So the capital X of 0 value is 2. Capital X of 1 value is 1 minus j. X of 2 value is 0. X of 3 value is 1 plus j. So finally, we have to write the combined answer. So therefore, the capital X of k, it can be written as x of 0, 2, comma, x of 1, 1 minus j, then x of 2, 0, comma, x of 3 is 1 plus j. So this is the DFT answer. Okay, so DFT, it is said to be the 4-point DFT. Here, 4-point DFT we performed. So 4-point DFT means 4 input samples. For the 4 input sample, we got 4 discrete outputs. Okay, 4 frequency domain outputs we obtained. So this is the 4 outputs we got from the answer. Okay, so this is the x of k. So this method is called as the direct evaluation DFT. Okay, sometime in a question they are mentioning it as using direct evaluation method calculate the DFT, means this is the procedure. Okay, so the same DFT we can perform. Okay, in future that is in the same DFT problem we can find using the algorithm. Okay, that is a butterfly algorithm, in DIT algorithm and DIF algorithm, the same answer we may calculate. Okay, so that is procedure is different, but the answer obtained is same only. Okay, so this method is called as a direct evaluation method. Okay, and this same 4-point DFT answer we obtained from another one method, the Twiddle factor multiplication. Okay, so in the previous video we discussed. Okay, in a previous video, the 8-point Twiddle factor we calculated. Okay, so what is mean by Twiddle factor? The Twiddle factor means in our DFT formula. So you see, this is our DFT formula. So in this DFT formula, e power minus j 2 pi by n, we are taking as a wn. Okay, Twiddle factor wn. So this formula, this DFT formula, so you see, the DFT formula is shortly denoted as, so this is the actual DFT formula. So this DFT formula, so it can be shortly denoted as, in terms of Twiddle factor, capital X of k equal to summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n wn power kn. So this wn power kn, it is called as a Twiddle factor. Okay, so this Twiddle factor matrix, you see, this is the Twiddle general n by nth Twiddle factor matrix. This matrix consisting of k number of rows and n number of number of columns. Okay, so how to construct this Twiddle factor, already we discussed in the previous video. So I will give the link in the description box. If you want to verify, you just check it. Okay, so similar to the 8-point Twiddle factor matrix, there will be a 4-point Twiddle factor matrix is also there. Okay, so using the Twiddle factor method, the same DFT problem we can perform. Okay, in a very easy thing. Okay, so that method we are going to see. So you see, that is the DFT answer, capital X of k, is obtained by the multiplication of the Twiddle factor wn matrix into the input sequence x of n matrix. Okay, if the Twiddle factor matrix value you know, means in a very easy method, this 4-point DFT can be performed in a very easiest method. Okay, so here already you know this problem is solved using the 4-point DFT method. Okay, since the input sequence consisting of only 4 sample. So that's why we have to use the 4-point twiddle factor, that is W4. Okay, W4 means 4-point twiddle factor. That is 4-point twiddle factor means that a twiddle factor consisting of 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so you just remember this twiddle factor matrix. Okay, here you see this twiddle factor consisting of, you see the first column and the first row, all values are 1, 1, 1. Okay, so how to remember this twiddle factor? 4 by 4 twiddle factor means the first row full and full ones. Similarly, the first row full and full 1 and first column is full and full 1. Okay, so except this value, remaining we will get one 3 cross 3 matrix. So in the 3 cross 3 matrix, the center value, okay, so you see this is the center value. This center value is again 1. Okay, so again 1. Then remaining okay, you see this diagonal values. Okay, not diagonal, this components. Okay, this center value, that is in the 3 by 3 matrix, the center value, see this 4 center value, this 4 center values are minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Okay, and these two diagonals are minus j, and these two diagonals are plus j. Okay, so in this manner, you just remember the twiddle factor matrix. Okay, so you see first row, first column, full and full plus 1. And in the remaining 3 by 3 matrix, the center element is plus 1. Okay, then in the remaining values, this center value, okay, in each thing, the center element, you know, the center element is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Okay, 4 minus 1. Then these two diagonals are minus j. These two diagonal elements are plus j. Okay, so this is said to be the 4 cross, that is 4-point twiddle factor matrix. Okay, so if you want to find out the 4-point DFT means, the 4-point DFT is obtained by simply multiplying this 4-point twiddle factor with our input sequence x of n. So what is the given input sequence for our problem? The given input sequence x of n is equal to 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so you just write this 4 elements in a column wise. Okay, so you see 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so you write just write in column wise, and you have to multiply this twiddle factor with this input sequence matrix. Okay, so how to multiply this thing? So in order to multiply this thing, so already you know the first column you just multiply with, okay, the first column you just multiply with the this element. Okay, so here, so in order to multiply, you see the first row, okay, the first row 1, 1, 1, 1, the first row multiplied with this first column in a element by element. So 1 into 1, so 1 into 1, 1, plus 1 into this 1, 1, plus 1 into 0, 0, then 1 into 0, 0. So 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0. Okay, similarly, the second row multiplied with this column. So 1 into 1, 1, then minus j into 1, minus j, then these two values are 0, 0. Similarly, the third row multiplied with this column, 1, 1 into 1, 1, then minus 1 into 1, minus 1, then 1 into 0, 0, minus 1 into 0, 0. Okay, then the last one, 1 into 1, 1, then 1 into j, j, then minus 1 into 0, 0, minus j into 0, 0. Okay, so finally you just add, so 1 plus 1 it is 2, then the second answer is 1 minus j, then 1 minus 1 it is 0, and the final answer is 1 plus j. And finally you just write these answers in a row wise. So this is the answer for x of k. So the x of k equal to, finally we got, you see the answer 2, 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j. So this answer is similar to the answer we obtained in the direct evaluation method. Okay, so instead of this formula method, you may use this twiddle factor method. This twiddle factor method is a very easy method in order to find the 4-point DFT. Okay, in a 8-point DFT, that is the 8-point twiddle factor matrix, we have to remember is very difficult. So that's why in order to calculate the 8-point DFT problem, you may use the formula method. Okay, But in the case of 4-point DFT method, we may use this total factor method is a very easy thing. Okay. So in any way, we will get the same answer only. Okay. So this is the DFT problem. Okay. So in the next video, we will discuss one more problem. Okay. Using this 4-point DFT and 8-point DFT problem in the next video. Okay. So thanks for watching my channel and please subscribe my channel for more videos. Keep watching. Thank you.